All right, in this video, we are going to talk about beginning our project. And the first thing I want to talk to you about is the watercolor paper. This paper is much thicker than what we've been working on. You can tell by filling it or, just even doing this, it's got a much heavier quality to it. It also has a tooth to it, and the tooth means like the surface quality of it. It's got a little bit of bumps to it, and that is the surface quality in the tooth. Well, because it has that more obvious tooth and the bumps, it will hold water better. It's built to be used for painting. And so we want to be real careful when we're drawing today that we are using as light of a pencil touch as we possibly can. So we're going to go ahead and tape this down just like we've been doing. We're going to tape very little on the actual paper though, and more on the table right here. I've also got it lined up with the bottom edge of my table, and so I'm just going to put 2 pieces of tape on the edges here. I'm also going to start with the horizon line like we've done in the past. And when you start this project, you can go with your boxes below the horizon line like we did yesterday, or you can choose to do the drawing very much like I'm doing today. So I'm going to start this out, and then I am going to return to paint just because it is easier to see on the video. So we're going to start with the horizon line across the paper, and you're going to make sure that you also have 2 visible vanishing points on the right and the left side. All right, and with that we will begin working in paint. Okay, so in paint, same things here as what I have on the paper. This example that we're going to do today, though, is we are going to draw a building, or excuse me, not a building, but our buildings, our city, so that it is straddling the horizon line. When I say straddling, what I'm talking about is it is on the horizon line, all right, partially above and partially below. So when we start with this, this is a corner of our main building, and we are going to connect this to both vanishing points, to the left and to the right. And I'm going to leave that first line in blue so you can see that that's my original line. And I'll use that as an example for the height of my other buildings. They're either going to be taller, shorter, or the same height as that blue line. All right, so this is the corner of my first building, building A. And by drawing a vertical line going down, I have the left side. By drawing a vertical line going down over here, I have the right side. All right, and this is building A. All right, if I am going to do building B, like we did yesterday with the same height, all I have to do is draw a line going straight down, and I have 2 buildings now. I've got building A and building B, and building B is basically touching or adjacent to building A, like that. And if I want to draw a building that is separate from building A and building B, what I could do is I'm going to draw a line over here, and this becomes the corner line right here, because now I need to erase the space in between building A and what's going to be building C. Okay, so I've erased the space, and that means if I'm going to do this like building A, I've got to have a right side and I've got to have a left side. So the left side can be done by just drawing a vertical line straight down like that. So there's my left side. The right side, on the other hand, has to go to the vanishing point on the right side. And I'm going to do this in red just to show you that we would erase part of this line. All right, and there it is. We would, however, want to keep in, oops, I got to change this back. We would want to keep in the right side that we see before it hits the building A. So you would see this and you would see this. All right, now again, I had to draw this to the right-hand vanishing point, but the rest of this red line over here, we would erase that. Okay, So our next option is going to be a building that is shorter than building A, B, and C. A building that is shorter than building A, B, and C. And I'm going to go ahead and draw this one over to the right of building A. I'm trying to erase some stuff here. Let me get rid of this. Okay, so building D is the one that's going to be shorter, because this one is building C, and building D will be over here. Well, building D, we need to determine how tall it's going to be. I'm going to say I'm going to have it from here, and that means we're going to go to the right-hand vanishing point like this, and then we would go straight down, just like that. We wouldn't need this top area right here, since this building is too short to even reach up that high. And there you go. We have 4 buildings, A, B, C, and D, that are drawn so that they are straddling the horizon line.